Antarctica is an enormous ice-covered continent with ice sheets up to 5 kilometers thick. It's so vast that it covers an area of 1.5 million square kilometers, making it significantly larger than the United States. Even during the summer months of June and July, Antarctica's temperature remains incredibly cold, ranging from -50 to -90 degrees Celsius throughout the year. Due to this extreme cold, there's very little hope for life here. However, despite this, more than 400 lakes have been discovered throughout Antarctica, hidden beneath layers of ice. As seen in Antarctica once again amazes us. Antarctica doesn't follow any time zone, nor is it occupied by any country. In fact, there are only 2 ATM machines in the entire continent. Many people believe that numerous secrets lie beneath Antarctica's ice. Some even think that a separate world exists under this mysterious ice-covered continent ruled by aliens. However, researchers and archaeologists are working tirelessly to uncover the hidden secrets of this mysterious continent. They've discovered things here that even science finds astonishing. Today, you'll see some of the most surprising things found within Antarctica's ice. So, let's begin with number 8. In 2009, a discovery sent chills down researchers' spines when a cat skeleton was found inside Antarctic ice. But the surprising part wasn't that it was a cat skeleton. Rather, it was that this particular cat wasn't an ordinary cat, but an egg-laying cat. When researchers examined the structure of this unusual cat in labs, they discovered that this animal existed on Earth at least 25 million years ago. Number 7. In 2014, archaeologists made a startling discovery of human skulls in Antarctica. The first surprising aspect was that these were the first human skulls ever found in Antarctica. The second shocking element was the shape of these skulls. Indeed, they looked quite different from normal skulls because their heads were unusually elongated. Scientists believe that such skull shapes developed due to strange practices adopted in childhood, similar to those found in ancient civilizations thousands of years ago. Archaeologists have found similar skulls in Egypt and Peru, leading them to suspect that people might have lived in Antarctica thousands of years ago, possibly having some connection to the ancient Egyptian civilization. Number 6. Over the past 50 years, more than 10,000 meteorites have been discovered in Antarctica. Meteorites are solid chunks of rock that don't originate from our planet, but instead break off and come from other celestial bodies. Scientists believe that many of the meteorites we find are over 7 million years old. It's actually quite challenging to determine which stars or planets these meteorites are associated with. But in 2002, a small meteorite that fell on Antarctica was discovered in 2015, and scientists believe it came from Mars, not anywhere else. This is because the meteorite contained bacteria typically found on Mars. Number 5. The ice in Antarctica is 5 kilometers deep, and this entire continent is much larger than America. However, scientists have found evidence here suggesting that millions of years ago this place was habitable. Indeed, since 1980, many archaeologists have discovered structures of dinosaurs, mosasaurs, and plesiosaurs here. The size of these structures is reported to be 36 feet, which is almost equivalent to a 3-story building. When these bone structures were further investigated, it was found that they are at least 70 million years old. This leads to the estimation that up until 70 million years ago, Antarctica's temperature was suitable for habitation, and perhaps back then, these mountains were not covered with deep snow but with greenery. Number 4. We've all seen waterfalls many times, but at Taylor Glacier in Antarctica, there's a spot where you don't see a waterfall, but a blood fall. In 1911, a scientist named Taylor discovered this blood fall for the first time. For centuries, it was believed that actual blood flowed from inside this glacier. But when modern science conducted further research on this, what they discovered was even more astonishing. Yes, it was discovered that there's a massive water reservoir beneath this glacier. What's remarkable about this water is that it contains 3 times more salt than seawater, which prevents it from freezing. Additionally, the water contains iron from the surrounding mountains. When this water emerges from the glacier at a certain point, the oxygen in the air reacts with the iron in the water, forming iron oxide. This gives the water its distinctive red color, which is why we see the Blood Falls Glacier appearing red. Scientists made another fascinating discovery in the water beneath the glacier. They found 17 different types of bacteria that can survive without oxygen or sunlight. Experts believe these bacteria are similar to those found on planets with no trace of oxygen or sunlight. However, the mystery of how these bacteria arrived on Earth remains unsolved. While Antarctica is a continent covered in ice, leading many to assume water scarcity is impossible there, you might be surprised to learn that the Earth's driest place is actually located in Antarctica. This area, known as the Dry Valleys, was discovered in Antarctica and hasn't seen rainfall in 20 million years. This is due to extremely strong winds that can reach speeds of up to 320 kilometers per hour. Scientists believe these powerful winds have caused every drop of water in the area to evaporate over time. Let me also tell you that among all the Earth's atmospheres, the atmosphere of this dry valley is very similar to that of Mars, millions of kilometers away. For this reason, NASA tested its Viking robot in Antarctica's dry valley before sending it to Mars. Now, a team of top archaeologists has discovered the structure of an extremely creepy creature from a depth of 1,100 feet inside Antarctica's ice. To determine which animal this structure belongs to, many experiments were conducted. Surprisingly, its structure didn't match any known animal. The length of this creepy structure is said to be 8 feet, with bones protruding from the body. Even after years of hard work, it still hasn't been determined what kind of animal this was or where it came from on Earth. We hope you'll also like and share. Thank you very much for your loving comments. See you in the next great video.